Hello and welcome. You're watching FNO Spotlight with me, Piyush Jain. Let's take a look at the markets. The markets are telling us there is a bit of dual trend in the market right now. Nifty has slipped into the red. We are also talking about Bank Nifty, which has recovered a bit. So now we are again trading about 30,700. So the underlying momentum in the mid caps also, mid cap index is into red. Small cap index is almost flat. So it's a dual sort of trend right now in the markets. In the context of the stocks where we are seeing some interesting build up again, and those stocks, let's highlight a couple of them before we go across to taking some stock strategies. Voltas is one of them, almost 12% build up happening in the stock. There's a long build up happening there. You are seeing a heavy short build up in Glenmark Pharma, almost 6% down, 20% addition in the open interest for Glenmark. So while Voltas is seeing long build up, Glenmark is seeing short build up, and the move again is very much apparent there. Apart from that, oil and gas space is under pressure. You are talking about IGL, heavy short build up happening there. You're talking about HPCL, also heavy short build up, 7% addition happening there. There's also short build up in IOC, Chennai Petro. So largely, whether it's gas pipeline or it's oil marketing companies, those actually are seeing selling pressure. So those are a couple of stocks. Now it's time to take a look at the strategies for Nifty and stocks, and to understand and decode the FNO trends. Now let me welcome Sharad Mishra, the partner at Sharad Mishra and Associates. Sharad, welcome to the show, and let's first start with Nifty and Bank Nifty strategy. Looks like a tough market. Nifty has been moving sideways. Bank Nifty also again largely range bound. What do you see in terms of strategy and in terms of trajectory?
Good morning, Piyush. Actually, see, there's a lot of all the bad news is there about Indian economics, global economics, but Nifty and Bank Nifty should have given a breakdown of 11,650 zone for Nifty and 30,250 zone for Bank Nifty. But that is not happening. Everybody in market is exactly waiting for that breakdown. But since it is not happening, I have other views that it might surprise the bears in some time. But we will have to patiently wait for the same. Having said that, 11,700 is actually becoming a point where a lot of activity is happening between bulls and bears. Bears are actually trying to take control of that 11,700 level for Bank Nifty. Nifty. As far as Bank Nifty is concerned, 30,500 is a very strong support for Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty earlier, which was very weak, currently it is actually relatively more strong. So 30,500 will stay for Bank Nifty for some time. I think that it might act as a very good support. And during the day, I think that 11,750 will remain the support for Bank Nifty. However, good activity is happening at 11,700 between bulls and bears. But so far, all sort of negative news hasn't ensured that market will break down the level. Everybody is looking for that breakdown. I think that in few days we might see this consolidation taking a breakout on the upside. On the upside, 11,850, 880, 930 is a very strong resistance, and for Bank Nifty 31,000 is a very strong resistance. So my call remains that it is a buy and dips market. For today's trade, I can see that right now it can be bought at a stop loss of 11,700 for a target of 11,780, and for Bank Nifty it can be bought right now with a stop loss of 30,000 or 3,500 for a target of 3,750 or so.
Right. Just on Bank Nifty, please say the call once again, Sharad.
For Bank Nifty, it can be bought right now with a stop loss of 30,500 for a target of 3,850 or so.
Okay, so that's the one on the Bank Nifty again. So you can play for the rebound. That was the word is coming from Sharad. Sharad, let's also talk about stocks. Your top strategies for today.
I have given buy call in Voltas and Godrej Industries. So if you look at Voltas, it is a very good build-up which is happening since last few days. There is a very good breakout of 615 odd level, and 605, 607 should remain the stop loss, and we can look for a target of 650 or so. And in if the position stays, then you can even look for a target of 680 or so in Voltas.
Right, again. So that's the word on Voltas. In fact, let's show almost a last 6 month chart to our viewers. That entire parameter is telling you again Voltas has been gaining consistently over the last few months. The chart again will tell you now Voltas also belongs to the durable pack. Havells has been outperforming. We have seen again some good performance. That's Voltas for you. The last move again that's where the Sharad's confidence again is coming. Voltas is trying to do some range breakout here. One also word on Voltas, Sharad. Is it looking like a sort of good 2 to 4% move, or you are seeing some very strong medium term range breakout?
I think that there's a very strong breakout which is happening on the charts. Actually, the breakout has happened at around 600 level or so, and it can take the stock higher. For a medium term, I given a target of 650 or so, 670 or so. However, I think that it can go up to 700.
Right, so that's the word on Voltas. Let's talk about the second strategy which you have for us.
Strategy will be in Godrej Industries. If you look at Godrej Industries, again, I would say that very good breakout. It has given above a level of some 470 or so, which it has given. If somebody wants to stay, he can stay for a stop loss of 470 or so, and the target will be 500.
Okay, that's the word on Godrej Industries. A bit of movement. Let's draw the 6-month chart for Godrej Industries also. While the stock has been a rank underperformer, almost 6% down in the last 6 months, and that's the stock for you again. Almost hit the low, rebounded, could not sustain, again fell, and now again has made a sort of a higher low. And perhaps the question here is again, can it create a higher high here? So Sharad is saying again, this is looking good. Sharad, compared to Voltas, Godrej is something which is a story of rebound from the lows. Of late today, we are seeing a lot of FMCG stocks again, they are under pressure. HUL again is hitting days low, that's under pressure. Colgate perhaps lesser volume, but that's still doing good. Godrej Industries, what is sort of trend looking to overall with respect to extrapolation of your strategy?
See that the trend is very positive for Godrej. Now it has retraced from lows, and if this long trend continues, then it might go up to a price of which I can see somewhere around 630 or so.
Okay, so that's the word on Godrej Industries, looking good as Sharad is just pointing out. But couple of more stocks where actually we are seeing some selling pressure. Let's bring those stocks on the screen. One stock is indeed Page Industries. So let's bring the stock on the screen. Seeing some selling pressure, the volumes again basically are picking up, but this stock usually on the cash side has lower volumes. On the F&O side also again, the open interest again drives the stock sharply. That's the stock for you, almost 1% down. But last few sessions, the stock has been drifting on the lower side. What is the word here on Page Industries, Sharad?
See, it has actually very strong support at 19,000 or so, from where it has bounced back. Currently, it is facing a good support from 20,000, 20,700, 800 odd levels. The support lies as 2,500 or so. So, the stock has changed the trend actually. It is in a bullish trend. So it will be a buy near 2,500 or so, and I think that soon we might see 21,000 coming up. And for a multi-month basis, the target will be 21,800 or so.
Right, so which means the dips are coming by, and Sharad is saying again these dips again are going to provide you entry opportunity. So that's the word on Page Industries. Glenmark Pharma, another stock, 20% build up in the open interest, and the stock is down 6%. And even if you take a look at the last week, it was not looking great week again for Glenmark. So continuation of selling momentum for Glenmark. That's Glenmark again today. Very sharp selling. Even if you rotate into a 6-month chart, you will see the last few sessions have been extremely unkind again for the stock. The stock has been making some new lows here. That's the stock for you again. Sharp declines continuously. But Sharad, today is extremely high short build up. Where is the stock heading? Already has fallen a lot.
See, it has given a breakdown of 490 level, which was a very strong multi-month support. It is still at 460 or 65 odd level. It is a very good support, which is a multi-month support. But I think that this support kind of short buildup which is there, this support will be broken down, and we might see the lows. The first target will be 420 or so, which we might see soon. So somebody can trade with a stop loss of 490 for the first target of 420 or so.
Okay, so that's the word coming on Glenmark again. High selling seen in a couple of pharma stocks today. Exception could be Granules. which again has been moving up over the last almost 15-20 minutes. So the stock again has been trying to move up and making some good gains. But from that's grand news for you, almost 3.5% up. The volumes are looking good, trading at day's high, and the momentum again has been so far very good in terms of sort of accumulation on the volume side also here. But on the other side, Kotak Bank, let's bring that stock on the screen. The stock has not been able to again decisively move on either side of the range here. That's the stock for you. 1.5% down, trading at day's low. There has been selling. And let's flip the chart into a last 1 month chart, and let's see again how the stock has done. Largely trading in a very narrow range is what the stock has been doing, and that's the stock for you again. So almost 4% down in the last 1 month, but that's the trade. Almost 100 point is the trading range for the Kotak Bank. But Sharad, how's the stock looking to you?
Actually, just now stock has given a breakdown of a very strong support at 1470 odd zone. So this selling might continue. It is actually the prices had actually taken a good initiative move, but they are actually coming back in a downward sloping price area. So I think that this downward move can take the prices to the level of 450 or so. So if somebody wants to create a short, he can create a short of the stop loss of 1490 and aim for a target of 1450 or so.